here we are with Tavern Talks today. We have Brian, who plays Edok, and Dee, who plays Dietra Glenflower. How are you all?
Figuring it out a day at a time.
Nice. So, a couple questions for y'all both. How's it been playing in this campaign so far?
Oh my god. Sometimes there's no words for things.
Well, day one to now, it's been a gradually more debaucherous tale.
There's the word.
However, it never lacks for enthusiasm, and it never lacks for an ability to have everyone enjoy the table. We love that. It's one of those things where it's cathartic.
Right.
You can sit down on a friend. It doesn't matter what you say at the end of the day, it was just your character. Even if it wasn't your character, it's just friend.
Now, with the farces aside, funny word to bring up. With that being said, what are some favorite or moments that stand out to you from your escapades thus far? Anything that you guys can recall that's like, man, when you think about brings a smile?
Cardi.
Okay.
Mine was the beach fight.
Beach fight. Okay.
And I really got to do a lot in the beach.
That's true.
Yeah, you were all over the place on that
Yeah.
one. And I mean, I've been putting my guy through the ringer a little bit when it comes to battle. I could sit back and his heel. It's just,
Especially at that beach.
it's just not his thing. It's just not Edok's thing. So, and to be able to separate the character from me and have a little bit of fun with it is also pretty cool. I'm almost completely intellectual as a DM myself, and now I'm just this one-trick pony guy that's just going in and making mayhem. It's like I said, catharsis aside, but it really is just.
Yeah.
Normally I'm a barbarian. I hit things and I say dumb shit.
Fair enough. Well, what about Glenflower? How do you feel about that game?
I love this character. This was one of the first characters I got pretty much started from the beginning with. Most stories I come in like as a guest, but building her up to be who she is. There's a little bit of me in there, a little bit of real me, and a little bit of what I want to be.
Fair enough.
I mean, one of the things that we've talked about on stream before was how we modeled the characters when we first talked about it. Because I started from day one.
Yeah.
You came in day 2 or day 3. And we kind of did this my cousin Vinny thing where I've got this smarmy little guy with anger issues and a bit of a chip on his shoulder. And his overly exuberant better half that has more knowledge and sass than wisdom, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to do things before I think about them, but that's just who she is. Unlike myself, I think too much sometimes.
It was just a fun dynamic to think about playing.
Speaking of dynamics of playing, like, how do you guys feel about like the synergy of like the characters at the table with your party as far as the dynamics go?
I think we all work so well together and everything. We can just sit here and talk like we were talking outside of the games.
Yeah, I agree to a point. I think though that when we buckle down as characters, we've actually created this I won't say harmony, but synergy. I mean, I'm talking about synonyms here, but it comes down to this has been one of the most efficient D&D teams I've ever had, and it's not just the carding, but even when we first did it, back in episode 3, I think it was. Episode 3 of season 1. Not only did we decide to use the weapon, but we buffed it with multiple different characters. Other characters took their aspects and because they could contribute to the harpoon, contributed to driving the cart, contributed to making sure that other things were being seen, looking up for things coming. We all just fell into place and it rocked. It was awesome. And we do that as friends too, but I think it almost goes next level when we have this imaginary book of tactics that we can just throw at things, and to see everybody click with their characters and find a way was really cool. And I think it actually surprised you at the end the most.
It did. I was pleasantly surprised, honestly. Segueing.
Being
what?
that it's a table full of DMs, essentially, is that because you are a DM and everything else? Is that a table setting you had before? And do you think that's been, I mean, aside from the inherent efficiency and synergy that we're creating, like, has that been more rewarding or burdensome because, like, we're either too good at what we're doing or,
I think it's a bit of both,
Okay.
to be honest, because as a table of DMs, we all have a knowledge base, and over the last 20 years, I've played literally one handful of games as a player.
Right.
And because of that, and I'm sure it comes across in sessions too, I start popping off with, but that's not the rules, or what does the DM say, or yeah, but I mean, I don't mean to ever come off as the DM at the table, because I'm not right now. I'm so not used to it. So there's a bit of a burden to diminish back to a single character.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's empowering to know that I can truly focus and know that character, and maybe take all that mental energy that I use as a DM and fully flesh out a story that hasn't been told and modify it. 'Cause I love placing my characters off of immediate character. Like I did a little bit of Riddick on this, and a little bit of Taken on this, and a little bit of like, so you've got your Vin Diesel, your Liam Neeson, your attitude, your begrudging leadership, and I kind of fell into that as a character. I can actually focus on that rather than what's the next NPC, what's the next region, what's the next problem. Just deal with what's in front of me. It's nice.
So I've been at some of the tables that he's DM, for almost all the tables he's DM. And I've been in another game where a lot of DMs were playing together, and this has been a lot different. Because at that table there were a lot of DMs fighting with who's following the rules better, or what the rules are, or what they do at their table. And I don't see that here. So it makes the game flow and everybody's fun.
Now, I ask people this every so often. It's been a while since I've asked them. Do you guys have any theories or anything you guys think about is going towards? Concerns, fear, anything you wouldn't want me to throw at you?
This is a trap.
Yes.
It is a trap.
Yes.
I want everyone out there to know this. This is a trap. If your DM says, don't do that, or do you think this is weird, don't
Don't
answer. Just don't answer. But I'm gonna.
Deer in headlights, don't answer.
Because I know that if he can't build it, I'll have to.
Yes.
Honestly, the way we have had this, we accomplished so much in such a short time, between creating businesses, money flow, ventures, relationships, fallback points, different realms that we can escape to, traveling in between the realms, and when we get more powerful, we're just going to solidify those relationships and capabilities more. My character is going to have planeships eventually. I don't need someone to take me somewhere. I'll do it myself. The only difference will be how we achieve the goals in between now and then. And my personal perspective on this is that this is going to be the kind of Mad Maxi crew that's going to be across all the realms, and is either going to be hated by all or loved by all. But they won't care. I know my character.
What about yours?
My character and also myself, I'm more of the 8-year-old.
So, if there's one thing you can leave us with, and maybe you have one other question, but one thing you can leave us with, what words of wisdom would you guys give your characters? Give your characters advice.
Give to our characters. Step back. Because Edok, due partial fault of mine, has inserted himself into a role. And I think it may be, I don't want to say it's meta, but me knowing what my character is capable of, I've put him in a position that maybe he didn't really want, but he's running. And if he were to step back and maybe let more people do more of the jobs, he's going to save a lot of energy. He's going to save a lot of strife. Because he's already arguing with gods, causing problems.
I think that's just.
And it is. It is. But if I were to give a word of advice, it would be to take that personality and put it on the back shelf for a bit and let other people truly step forward and shine in the group. And we might suffer for efficiency, but there may be more opportunity.
What about you? What would you?
Be the opposite. It's just step forward a little and get into the game, take some leadership. I pretty much stand back a lot. So I think in the future, I'm probably going to step forward.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I mean, well, so we got the inspiration for Brian's character, like pulling from various different genres and cultures. Like, where did Etria come from?
She said it was a little bit of her and most of it.
Okay.
I'm sure you can expand a little bit.
Pretty much that's where I got her from.
As deep or as shallow as you want to be.
Yeah, and like she is just who she is. I'm from the north, and
What's her biggest motivation?
the biggest motivation probably be him.
Edok.
Yeah. So in the beginning, my motivation was finding him because he disappeared, and I didn't hear from him for a long time, and that built a lot of anger, and I don't know how to say it. Like, I just wanted to burn the world until I found him. And when I found him, I wanted to punch him in the jaw.
I think she did.
I
Then on a long bus ride, thinking and how I was going to do it. How I was going to get up there to hit him in the jaw.
And you see him in a bar talking to some other one.
It was the bartender.
She was the captain of the ship, not a bartender.
Oh,
Yeah.
I claim
But I gotta say, I'm one of my primary rules when I meditate, but I'm so grateful for this one, and that is true acceptance. We don't let any of the slurs, the backhanded comments, none of that really affects any of us, because we all know that there's no true hostility to it, no true meaning to it, and it's liberating to sit at a more social table.
Yeah.
Is that's one of the things I told you. Is that you're a very social DM. You speak, you can communicate with your players. We tell stories. We get a little sidetracked, and you know what? Some people need that to get away from a hectic step-by-step life.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying in this group of DMs. I don't see that, okay, we gotta go by the rule, and you can't say this and you can't do that. And it's okay, how can we flavor that?
Yeah.
And to make it fit.
I mean, honestly, I would love to put some of our other games on the site eventually and let them see a little bit of the difference. Like, damned if we'd have been still doing that.
It's funny that you brought that up, and I guess I'll let this fly, because whenever this drops, this will be like, I guess, future plans for us. But so after I wrap up this campaign, one of our other DMs is gonna DM a session, but if he's not ready for that by then, I would love to record your version of Days Assistant on this.
And my Days of Sizzles is a complete homebrew that
Yeah.
goes outside the norm for sure. Outside the norm.
And we're a fan of homebrew here, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. But even I would even say if we get comments from any subscribers, it'd be great to see what they would love to see us run.
Yeah, that too.
Because
Take all comments.
if anybody sits there and says something like, "Hey, we want to see how you do that," guess what? It's not going to be what you think it's going to be.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we might pick up that book and run it, but it ain't going to be like that book.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Well, this has been wonderful here at Tavern Talks. What'd you say he looked like again?
Richard Karn.
Richard Carr?
Karn.
Karn. We have Richard Karn and Wanda Sykes joining us here in the studio today. Yes. And we'll be
At least
back.
he didn't say the other.
Who's he gonna say?
Yeah, who was I gonna say? Richard Karn.
No. Just say, no, I'm not going to.
He loves self-preservation. He's betrothed. All
What were
right.
you gonna say?